You're looking live at the Bloomington Ice Garden for the second game of the Bloomington Winter Classic at the Bantam B1 level, featuring the home Chaska-Chanhassen Gold Stormhawks wearing their home gold and purple jerseys. They'll be taking on the visitors from Osseo Maple Grove. Osseo Maple Grove white. Both teams 1-0 in this tournament to this point. Osseo Maple Grove a 1-0 winner over Brookings, and Chaska-Chanhassen a 4-1 victor over Rosemount this morning. So this is a big game essentially for first place, or definitely for first place in the pool. Goals this morning were scored two by Tyler Ramaka, one by Dylan Olson, and one by Oscar Wiseman. Starting in net, as always, will be Nathan Brandt for the Stormhawks. And Osseo Maple Grove also with a single goaltender. We're at rink 2 of Bloomington Ice Garden, which is, I guess, not bad from a camera perspective. We're right on top of the ice, right on top of the penalty box, right on top of the benches. This is probably the rink that sees the most parents thrown out for yelling at officials. Heard a story this morning that a parent was yelling at the refs, and the referee stopped the game. And for the offending team, they had the kid point out or come out and raise his hand after pointing out who the parent was that was yelling. And that kid got put in the box 2 minutes for unsportsmanlike conduct. So here we go in this game. Hopefully none of that. Starting lineup. Let's see. It looks like Oscar Wisenen's going to be playing as a forward in this game. He was started as a defenseman. It'll be Olsen, Hokkanen, and Wisenen, your forwards. And Lund and Lindell, your defensemen. And, of course, Nathan Brandt in net. This should be a good challenge for Chaska-Chanhassen. Osseo Maple Grove is a strong program overall, and we think they're a pretty strong team. Good start for the Stormhawks. Wisenen to Olsen. Now Hokkanen. Oh, and he's bothered from behind. Couldn't get a shot off. Feeds it to Olsen. Olsen shoots. Saved. And kept in briefly by Olsen. Olsen will touch it back to Lund. Lund over to Hokkanen. Hokkanen lost it. And Osseo Maple Grove on the attack. Cuts to the middle. Shot is deflected. Goes deep. Taken away by, I believe that was Lund. Olsen and Hokkanen combine to get it out. Olsen off the far wall, gathers and dumps it in, and they'll go for a change. Perry helps create a turnover, tried to feed it out to Spalding. Spalding finds the puck, throws it to the slot, and right onto a stick of a Crimson player, and they go down the ice. Good back check there by Perry, slows up that rush. Now they enter again, defended by Tyler. Osseo Maple Grove coaches telling these players to keep it simple. Off the wall, but not out. Asanoff fights for it. Now it's Osseo Maple Grove with the puck down low, taken away by Matthew Tyler. Tyler tried to feed it to Perry, goes through everybody all the way down. That'll be icing. This line stays intact. Kurt, Palmquist, and Ramaka. They factored in 2 of the goals this morning. My hands are already freezing. Face off one cleanly by Osseo Maple Grove, but all the way out, and Palmquist will chase. Good effort there by Osseo Maple Grove to win that rush. but it was knocked back in offsides. As I try to get a glove on, apologies for the shakiness. Another clean face-off win for the Crimson. Almost turned over to Ramaka. Kurt throws a check at the red line. Now it's turned over to Ramaka. He backhands it ahead in Ramaka's skates now at the red line. They lost the puck to Tyler. Gets it to the red line, but no further. And now it's finally dumped in. This near corner here is really hard to see. Kurt hit from behind. Protects there, angles his player off, then unfortunately tipped it away from Tyler. Now comes out to Tyler Ramaka. Ramaka, 1-on-3, shouldered into the boards hard. Does get the puck deep. Now off the wall and all the way down to the Stormhawk blue line, off the glass, but it bounced straight, 90-degree bounce there. Crazy bounce. Now for Lindell clear. Here was Weisenen. Weisenen up the left side, dumps it in front and goes to chase it himself. Almost leaves it for Palmquist. Now it's Lindell. Lindell slap shot around. It'll be Palmquist with it out in front for Weisenen. His shot off the goaltender's glove, I believe. It was going wide. There's good pressure there by Weisenen, nearly creating a turnover, making it difficult for Osseo Maple Grove to come out with it. Now they're going to go 1-on-5 as everybody else goes for a change. Long shot misses the net. Picked up by the Crimson. That shot goes off of, I believe, Olsen's shoulder. There's Johnson in the corner. Around for Weisenen. Weisenen leaves for Olsen. Olsen will go cross ice to Palmquist, who's got to be at the end of his shift. He'll just go the other way and go for a change. Forecheck, almost creating a turnover there. Just got behind Weisenen. Here comes the Crimson. OMG throws it in front, intercepted there by Lund. Lund pass in the skates of Hokkanen, did a nice job to find the puck to get out. Gets the red line, still with it. Now Weisenen. Weisenen shot in front, bouncing puck loose. And Olsen wasn't able to get much on it. I don't think he got the rebound on net. And OMG now on the attack, puts it through the middle. Nice stick lift there by Tyler, breaking up that rush. Tyler intercepts at the blue line. He's stood up there. And then it's dumped in by the Crimson, or the Leaf Birds, or whatever you want to call them. Hokkanen cross the blue line, not out. Oh, they say it did come out, I guess. Face-off won by Osseo Maple Grove. Knocked down by Perry right in front of us. Spalding picks it up, touches it over to Perry. Perry's got a seam. Tried to cut it through a couple of defenders. That's taken off his stick. Now Spalding. Spalding fights along the half wall. And it comes out to Lund. Lund dumps it in, and Azanoff was said to be back on side. Azanoff pokes away there with a good stick. Stay on the forecheck. Stay on the forecheck. Oh, that was good. That was almost a really good forecheck. It does result in an icing, though. That's what a aggressive forecheck will create at this level. It may not create in a direct turnover, but it does a lot of times result in not much of a fruitful rush for the opponent. Spalding wins this draw. It comes to Lindell. Lindell down in the near corner. Taken away from him. There you go, cross ice. Bigglebach chases. Bigglebach off the wall will be Spalding. Spalding gets around one. He's 1-on-1. Can't get a shot off. He goes down and chases. Bigglebach holds the line, dumps it in deep, and it's out of play. Faceoff will come out of the zone. Good start here for Chaska Chanhassen. Shots are 2-0 in favor of the Stormhawks. Osseo Maple Grove winning in the face-off department 5-1 so far. Kurt tries to throw a check, and he got the worst of it. There's Ramaka chasing. Now bouncing puck at the red line, intercepted by Lindell. Lindell cuts to the middle, gets a shot off, just misses the net. Picked up there by Ramaka. Ramaka tried to give it to Palmquist. Kurt has it. That goes off a skate Now it's kept in briefly by Bigglebach. Now they're going to chase. Icing should be, and it is.
That wasn't by Karen was on net.
Oh, it was on net? I don't think so.
It sounded like it hit that pad.
I think it hit a shin guard. .9:13 to go in the opening period, 0-0. Shots are 3-0 in favor of Chaska Chanhassen. They can't find the puck. It was in the skate of a Crimson player. Now it's Johnson pressured from behind. And a nice job of Lund to cut that off before it pass materialized for the Crimson. Pass a little behind Palmquist. He picks it up. He's going to go 2-on-2 with Kurt. Kurt going hard to the net. Now Palmquist in deep. Having a trailing Ramaka. If he's able to hold on to the puck there, he finds Ramaka alone in the slot. And they fight for it along the half wall. Almost slid out to Kurt. Instead, it's picked up by number 11 in Crimson. Down the left shot side. His shot goes high and wide, all the way out to the top of the circle. Now it'll be Kurt. Touches it along the wall. Didn't do much with it there. Here's a chance for Osseo Maple Grove. Thrown in front to the top of the crease. Backhand shot right on, and then picked up by Brandt and gets a whistle. First chance of the game there for the Crimson. Face-off won by Olsen, back to Johnson. Pass in front, broken up by Olsen. Nice job of Wiseman to fend off his defender with his body. Nice aggressive forecheck, almost resulting in a turnover, but now here is a turnover. Johnson to Wiseman, he tips it, goes off of Osseo Maple Grove. I'm not sure that was offsides. That was a blown call there by the official. And gets a few of the disapproving voices of the Chaska Chanhassen side. That was a misread offside by the official. Wiseman sweeps it in. And here comes the forecheck of Hokkanen. Hokkanen first on it. Tries to get it to Olsen. Olsen just a touch late to get a stick on it. Wiseman back to Olsen. Olsen in front. Just sitting at the side of the net. And it's, what are we going to say? No goal, they say. It looks like it's in the net. Looks like it had crossed the line. Looked like the puck was in the net, but he said it was under his pad, but his pad was in the net. So I'm not sure how that's not a goal.
May have been off. The net may have been off.
No, it wasn't. Lindell falls as he tries to hold. Bothered now. It's Tyler with it. Tyler didn't have a lot of options. Nice stick lift there by Lindell and an errant pass. Osseo Maple Grove with it. Leaves it for the defenseman. Good forecheck again by Hokkanen. This has been probably the strongest forechecking line tonight. Hokkanen, Wiseman, and Olsen. Here's a chance in front. Skips over. Here's Tyler shoots. He misses the net. And now it's thrown down and all the way down. I don't think we'll have icing as Tyler's chasing. Tyler pressured from behind. Tyler, nice reverse there. That's a nice play by Tyler to Lindell. And Lindell's pass to Hokkanen misses him. And Osseo Maple Grove back on the attack. Down the right side. Shot goes behind. It'll be Lindell. See if they can break out this time. Bouncing, fluttering puck to Hokkanen. He tries to sweep it in deep. It's turned over at the blue line. And Osseo Maple Grove on the attack. Oh, and they screw up there. That would have been a good scoring chance for the Crimson. Olsen slows up. Then he realized he was going to be offsides. He's taken down. No penalty coming. OMG gains the red, gets it in the zone, cuts it off by Bigglebach. Still with it though. Fed in front, and that's no pass connects there, and that's thrown all the way down. Might go on net, so no icing. Goaltender kind of lackadaisically played that. Now it's off the glass and down. Dangerous play. Let's see if Bigglebach can catch up to him. Nice job of Bigglebach to slow up that rush and not take a penalty. Here's Perry along the half wall and eventually out. High puck bouncing into the OMG zone. Tipped off of Perry's stick in the neutral zone. Osseo Maple Grove gets it in and will chase. It'll be Johnson first on the puck. Gloves it down to himself and eventually gets it out. D-to-D pass for OMG. They knock it down. They say no icing. It was close to being an icing. Bigglebach now protecting nicely. And eventually gets out. Even though that pass didn't connect, breakout has been as good as we've seen it this year for the Stormhawks. There's a pass in front, broken up by Bigglebach. Bigglebach went down to his knee and put his stick on the ice, and that broke up that pass. That was going to be a great scoring chance for Osseo Maple Grove, but it never got to a OMG stick. Forecheck now for OMG, down low. Fed up to the point. No D pass there as the other defenseman was changing. Turnaround shot goes well wide. It's going to come out to the near point. Turned over. And this line has been out there a while, and they need to get that out of danger. They do. All five go for a change. Osseo Maple Grove is going to try to go on the attack right away. Here they come. Slap shot coming, going well high and wide. Kept in on the near point. And it'll be Tyler. Tyler up to Palmquist. Palmquist 1-on-2. Tried to get around. That's intercepted, but turned over to Ramaka. Now Palmquist in the corner. Out in front. That's kicked away. Palmquist with it again. To Kurt. Backhand shot right on. Oh, it slid in the crease. It's loose. They say no goal. They still whack away at it. Where is it? Now it's out to the point. Here's Lund. Lund shot. Kicked away. Tyler not able to hold. Great scoring chance. Several scoring chances there for the Stormhawks. Ramaka slows up. Cuts to the middle. Got Kurt in front. Shot! Just misses on the far post. And now it's thrown all the way down. We should have icing. Great scoring chances there for the Stormhawks in the latter part of this first period. And they just couldn't find the back of the net. They've been as close as you can get to scoring. It's 3:54 left in the opening period. 0-0 the score. Shots are 5-1 in favor of Chaska Chanhassen. Face-off one, back to the point. D-to-D pass, Tyler being pressured. He gets the puck to the circle. Nice job of Tyler, just stand his ground best he could as a bigger player was coming in hard. Osseo Maple Grove digs the puck out. High stick waved. It was Weisenen that touched it with a high stick. Good hand-eye coordination there by Weisenen to take a puck out of midair. Here's a puck. Tyler to Hokkanen. Hokkanen down the right side. Hokkanen pushed hard in the wall. Fights through that check. I have to say, this is the strongest effort I've seen so far out of Sean Hokkanen. His pass doesn't connect. Comes to Weisenen. Weisenen tried to hold it and tried to get some help from Johnson. That's push in the zone. Weisenen chasing. Hokkanen blows a tire, and Osseo Maple Grove will skate out. And now into the Stormhawk zone. They throw it to the front. Nothing materializes there. Lindell to Weisenen. His breakout pass doesn't connect now. It's Lindell. Lindell across to Hokkanen. Hokkanen feeds it down into the zone and goes for a change. Spalding on his horse, flying into the zone, turned over to Azanoff. Azanoff looking, drops it right to an Osseo Maple Grove player. A blind pass. You never like to see that. Nice job of Johnson to stand his ground, breaking up that rush. Now it's Azanoff with it. Azanoff, he's pushed off the puck. And now an outlet pass. Lund will go racing, 11 versus 11. Nice job of Lund to use his body to protect. Lund with it, off of Perry's stick. And here comes Osseo Maple Grove. Shot goes just wide, maybe got a piece of Brant's glove. Now it goes off the side of the net. They battle down low, fed in front, now to the top of the circle. Long shot, tipped and goes wide. The coaches for Osseo Maple Grove saying, hit the net, guys, somehow. They have missed the net a lot tonight. It's a nice cross-ice pass, and now Johnson will throw it down. They're going to say icing. They wave icing. Wow. Slow forecheck there as they had to change first. Here's Bigglebach. Nice job to realize that the strength was on this side. Then he fans on the pass. Somebody alone in front. They can't get the pass off. Now it's picked up by Kurt. Kurt tried to reverse. He does to Bigglebach. And then he's pushed it in the wall. Kurt looking to help. He pushes it to Ramaka. Ramaka fights through a stick check, but then the puck slid off his stick. behind Brandt. It's Tyler. He kicks at it, gets to Ramaka. Ramaka to Kurt. Gets off his stick and out. Palmquist almost able to get that. Reaches for it and chases it down low. It's rimmed around to the far side. Ramaka throwing a check against a pretty big player, but that helps create almost a turnover. And now it slides out to neutralize. Lindell with it. He'll dump it in off the pad right on the Osseo Maple Grove bench and on net. And we'll have a face-off with 36.6. It's hard to tell if that's a 6 or a 5. Score remains 0-0. It was Sean Hokkanen who had lost a neck guard earlier in the period. It was sitting on the ice for a long time between whistles. He puts it back on and be good to go here with last chance here for both teams to get on the board in the opening period. Face-off won by Osseo Maple Grove. Hokkanen continuing his strong forecheck game. This time they're allowed to come out pretty easily. Stood up there at the red line by Olsen. Olsen tried to give it across. Would have been a 2-on-2 last rush. Under 15 to play. Brandt stops the puck down deep for Tyler. Tyler's pass is intercepted. Under 10 to play. Shot going wide. 2-1, and that will do it for the opening period. 0-0 the score after one. We'll have stats here for you shortly. Shots were 6-1 in favor of the Stormhawks. We'll give you a view of the Stormhawk bench as we talk about them. 2-1 scoring chances. I think Chaska Chanhassen probably had a couple more scoring chances in just one play, but 2-1. Faceoffs were even at 5 apiece. Hits 2-0 in favor of Osseo Maple Grove. And no penalties and pretty much no odd man rushes.
You get half a goal when it's over the line.
All right. Give you a bird's eye view here of the. Oh, I'm shooting the bench down there. 15 minutes on the clock for the second period. A little motivational speech at the end of the intermission there for OMG from their coach. I think he needs to see their team pick it up a little bit. Say for the majority of that period, it's Chaska Chanhassen controlled play. Stats bear that out, a 6-1 shot advantage. Here is Weisenen. Weisenen down the left side. This line does have jump this game, it seems. Would not be surprised to see him get a goal. Here's Lindell, his shot off the post, rebound! It's dunked in by Hokkanen! Can see that one coming. Great shot by Lindell, hits the post, rebound comes out to Hokkanen. And he gets his first of the year, and it made me look really smart there. Number 15 with his first. He was in the right place at the right time. Rebound on the weak side, and it's 1-0, just 17 seconds into the second period. It'll read 15 from 24. 24 gets a single assist. Maybe there's probably a second assist. No. Here's Osseo Maple Grove on the attack. Father from behind by Perry. And nice job of Spalding to just stop that rush. Here's Azanoff, gloves it down to himself. 3-on-2. 3-on-2. You got to hold the puck and do something with it instead of dumping it. There's a pass to Azanoff, one-timer into the glove. Azanoff bidding for his first of the year. Nice job of Azzy there to not catch it and shoot, but just shoot. That's the best way to get a goalie not on his angle. At that time, the goalie just had his glove up in the right spot. Face-off controlled by OMG. They'll ring it around. We'll see if Johnson was not able to pinch as it's fielded there nicely by number 16 in crimson. Pass to the top of the circle. Shot blocked by Perry. Now a long shot. Right on. Kicked away by Brandt. That was a difficult one. Partially screened. Now a shot from the top of the circle on the other side. And that's saved by Brandt. Perry looking to get it out. That's broken up. Now whacked at it all the way down. They say no icing. They're going for a change, kind of a slow change there. Second period, both teams have the long change. High stick played here. It's going to be waved as Lund will touch it, dump it in, but then Palmquist was just coming back onside. So 1-0 in the second period, 13-19 to go. Face off at center ice. Kurt wins that face-off, back to Bigglebach. Try to feed it up to Palmquist, out of his reach. Now back to Bigglebach at the red line. He'll feed it off the wall, kicked down by Osseo Maple Grove. He stick handles around 1-2 checks and then feeds it the other side, and it's dumped in deep. It'll be Bigglebach to chase in the far corner. Turned over to Kurt, tried to give it to Palmquist. It's through his skates. Long shot, just rolls now to the near corner. Lindell up the wall, not out. Long shot blocked by Kurt. Shakes his hand a little bit. I think he might have got him in the glove. Kurt throwing a hard check along the wall. And we'll see who wins this race. Ramaka wins the race. Protects, shoots, right on, and the rebound goes wide. Nice job of Ramaka to use his body to shield himself off. Bigglebach's shot is blocked, and OMG will go on the attack. Feeds it to the middle, turned over to Lindell, and keeps it out. Now here is Palmquist, leaves it for Bigglebach. Long pass to Kurt off his stick to the far blue line now. Now they ping-pong it back and forth. Cross-ice pass intercepted, and then stick lift there by Palmquist. Palmquist, he cut to the middle, lost the handle, and Osseo Maple Grove will throw it down the ice. Turned over to Bigglebach, picked up by Lindell. Lindell slashed a little bit from behind. That creates that turnover. Then it's dumped in. And an easy... Kieran Kurt's got to turn to get his head up. Not his best play there. If he just realizes they're going for a change, they can go on the attack right away. Hokkanen tried to get it in front off a skate. Hokkanen still with it. Hokkanen to Olsen. Olsen's shot goes high over the net. Now it's Weisenen. Weisenen to Olsen. Off of his stick. Weisenen battles down low. Off the wall to Tyler. Tyler held that in nicely. Now it's Hokkanen. Gets it in deep. Weisenen will chase down there. Leaves it for Olsen. Olsen's taken down. No call. Oh, and the arm goes up only after the parents yelled. So we'll have our first penalty and first power play of the game is number 15 in Crimson's going to go for tripping, I believe is what the call I saw. It was a pretty obvious call. The official didn't appear to be calling it until everybody yelled. And if you ask me, this is the right line right now to have out there for the start of a power play. Weisenen, Olsen, and Hokkanen have had quite the jump in this game. Face-off won by OMG into the corner. And they are able to clear. It'll be Tyler on it. Tyler falls down, but it is able to get it out to safety. Weisenen tips it in for Hokkanen. Hokkanen, your goal scorer in this game. With it down low. Hokkanen still with it. Across to Tyler. Tyler. D to D to Lund. His shot save. Rolling puck up the boards. And it's tipped down. Lund will chase. On the power play. Gives it to Hokkanen. Off his stick, but he slowed it up enough to skate onto it. He'll slap shot it in. Cross zone and go for a change. Here's Olsen picking up a loose puck down low, taken off of his stick. It will slide to Perry. Olsen and Perry in the corner, comes out to Perry. Pass in front, tipped by Weisenen, may have gone on net. And OMG with it off the boards, and apparently it came out. I don't know how she saw that. She wasn't on the blue line. 52 seconds left on the tripping penalty, Osseo Maple Grove. 10-11 to go in the opening, or in the second period. 1-0. Chaska Chanhassen leads. Face-off won by Spalding. Dumped in by Lindell right off one of the stanchions. And once again, bounced sideways. Here's Perry down deep, taken off of his stick, and then he goes hard into the end wall. Kept in by Johnson. Gives it to, tried to give it to Azanoff. I think it got a little past him. Johnson holds, bouncing puck to the middle. Here's a chance almost. It looked like Perry and Spalding kind of fought themselves for it. Spalding with it in center ice, skates in down the left side. Cuts to the middle, did it across, an easy goal for Dawson Perry. Great pass by Spalding. Perry all alone on the weak side, and a pass right onto his tape. And that's a power play goal for Chaska Chanhassen. It's 2-0 with 9:37 to go in this second period. That's Perry's, I think, second or third goal of the season. Pass in front, and it's under the pad of Brandt, I think. Good start once again by the Stormhawks. They have controlled play in this game. Face-off won by OMG. Long shot, goes wide, off the end wall, right on, and Brandt had to react quickly, going post to post. They got to take a lesson from that, and they got to realize there's some live boards, especially on this side.
Who was the assist on there?
Spalding got the 8. 8 got the assist. There's a face-off won by OMG. Long shot misses. Now it's off the back of the net. It'll be Johnson. OMG with control. Bothered by Kurt and Johnson. Comes out to the side of the net. And now it'll be Kurt with it. Kurt feeds it to Ramaka in his skates. Nice job of kicking it from his skates. Then Ramaka leaves it for Palmquist. Palmquist lost it. And it's dumped in by Ramaka. A slow forecheck there. And that allows Osseo Maple Grove to skate out. They're not able to do much with it. They do dump it in. They say no icing. I'm not sure why he waved icing there. Here is Bigglebach. Bigglebach's got to be careful here. And he does. He rings it against the wall. Kurt's going to reverse. Kurt pushed into the wall, loses control. Pass in front, and they score. That was a turnover there in the corner, created that chance, and Kurt tried to reverse, and unfortunately he didn't get enough on the puck to get it back to Bigglebach, and that resulted in that goal. Nice job of Osseo Maple Grove to just jump on that puck and feed it to a player alone in front, and it's 2-1 with 8:27, or it's a 9, I can't tell. And icing is the call off the face-off there. Olsen to take the face-off. He wins that cleanly, but it split the defenseman. It'll be Tyler to chase, getting pressured from behind. Tyler will reverse off the wall and out. Nice tip pass there by Wiseman to Hokkanen. Hokkanen in. Down the right side. His shot right on. Save. This line has been extremely active and has had some great possession and shots and scoring opportunities in this game, and Hokkanen has one of them for the Stormhawks. This time face-off controlled by the Crimson. A escape play gets away from the Hokkanen forecheck, and one pass and they're out. Shot off a stick, comes to the near side. It'll be Wiseman, feeds it across to Hokkanen. Hokkanen bothered and was only able to get it across the red line. Now it's dumped in on net. Push to Lund. Change coming here for OMG, but the breakout doesn't really materialize quick enough for the Stormhawks to take advantage. Bouncing puck right in front of us. Lindell will sweep it to the blue line. Now it's lifted high across the red line. odd man rush coming 3-on-2. There's a shot blocked by Lund. Another shot blocked by Hokkanen. Well, they fight for it along the half wall, and it eventually comes out. It'll be Wiseman to escape 1-on-1. Wiseman. That could be interference. Ooh, could be too many men on the ice here if they're not careful. It's not too many. Here is Perry, comes on front. His shot save goes into the near far corner. Yeah, he did. Pass comes out to Lindell. Lindell on his backhand down low. Pass across. Backhand shot blocked in front. Now it's thrown all the way down. It goes off of Lindell's stick. And icing will be waived. It'll be Brandt with it. What is he going to do? Dangerous play there by Brandt. Comes right to an Osseo Maple Grove player. Brandt off his angle. And fortunately, it goes high and wide. Tipped out by Perry. And right back on the attack are the Leaf Birds. Just notice a bit of a jump in their step since they've scored. Pass in front. Tipped away. No shot comes on. It's Lindell with it. Lindell will throw it all the way down, and that'll be an ice. .6:04 left to go in the second period. Chaska Chanhassen leading 2-1. Face-off won by OMG, but it escapes the defenseman on the blue line. And now turned over to Kurt. He'll dump it in. And chase. Kurt throwing a hard check into the wall. Almost helping create a turnover. Now the Crimson on the attack. Taken away by Lindell, or Bigglebach, and now it's Palmquist. Palmquist 2-on-1 with Ramaka. Feeds it to Ramaka. Ramaka in! Oh, and if he cuts to his backhand, I think he scores. That's saved. Ramaka had maybe too much time. Johnson almost got beat there, recovered nicely, and then it's thrown into the Osseo Maple Grove bench. If I got that one on camera, I think Tyler Ramaka is going to look back on that and say, you know what, if I just go to my backhand, I probably tuck it in the empty net. I could be wrong. That's just from my perspective. Comes Osseo Maple Grove, also face off. Shot goes off a stick behind the net. That'll be Johnson with it. Johnson up to Ramaka, not out. Turnover, the circle. That pass or shot goes to the far side. Now Ramaka off the end wall, comes off the side of the net. Now it's thrown around for Ramaka to pick up. He's got no pressure here. He'll skate with it. Now we'll go cross ice to Palmquist. Palmquist mishandled it just a bit. Almost regains control. Now he fights for it down low. Comes out to Ramaka. His shot partially deflected as it came on net. And it just fluttered on. Pretty easy save at the end there. It'll be Dylan Olson to take the face-off in the Osseo Maple Grove end. He wins that and almost kept in by Matthew Tyler. Dumped down, glove down by Lund. Now it's Wiseman. Wiseman across the middle to Olson. Tipped off of his stick, and Osseo Maple Grove on the attack. 1-on-2, cuts to the right, and that's pushed off of his stick by Lund. And now it's rimmed around for Hokkanen. Hokkanen touches to Olson. He's bothered there, but able to get it out. OMG lost control at the blue line, but then it was skated in by the Stormhawks, so no offsides. Not if it's skated in by the other team. Wiseman standing his ground there, breaks up that rush, and then it's swept in by the Crimson. Easy exit should be for the Stormhawks as the Crimson were going for a change. Couldn't really control the puck cleanly. Nice effort there by Olson. Hokkanen picks it up. His shot to the far side of Wiseman, almost able to tuck it in. And then it's gathered up, and Wiseman dumped as he whacked away at the puck and then the goalie. 3:47 to go in the second period. 2-1, Chaska Chanhassen leads. Dylan Spalding directing traffic, saying where he wants the players on the face-off. Bouncing puck, kept in by Lindell, tipped by Perry in front, but not on net. Kicked down by the Crimson. Across the red line, now into the Stormhawks zone, bothered by Lindell. The gap control for the defenseman in this game has been spectacular. There's a stretch pass to Spalding. Spalding cuts to his right. Spalding, his shot goes high, misses everything, and it's tipped out. It will be Johnson. Johnson fans on the pass, regathers, gives it to Azanoff. Azanoff off the wall to Perry, and they're going to go for a change. That's the time to go for a change right there. That was a good quick change. All 5 players back in position. Now bouncing or a long shot or clearing pass comes all the way on net, and we'll have a face-off to the right of Nathan Brandt with 3 minutes even to go in the second period. What?
9-7.
Shots in this period are 11-7 in favor of the Stormhawks. Not quite as lopsided as the first period, but close. There's a turnover to Kurt, 2-on-1 with Palmquist. Kurt down the right side, out to Palmquist. His saucer pass a little too high for Palmquist. Now it comes up the wall, and a long stretch pass. He's going to go in alone. Breakaway comes in. Oh, what a save by Nathan Brandt. Stuck his pad out. Long shot kicked away by Brandt. Into the corner. Brandt looked to be beat. Oh, wraparound chance. Now this side, another save by Brandt with the big pad. And Ramaka finally picks it up and will skate to safety. Dumps it in and chases himself. Ramaka down the left side. Sharp angle shot goes all the way across. And now we'll go back the other way. Long pass knocked down briefly by Tyler and then swept in by the Crimson. Brandt leaves it for Bigglebach. Bigglebach. Long pass to Olsen. Olsen will tip it in to Hokkanen. Hokkanen in alone. Backhand shot right on. He picks up the rebound. He's pushed into the wall. It comes to Wiseman. Taken off of his stick. And Osseo Maple Grove will skate up with 1:40 to go in the second period. Chaska Chanhassen leading. Nice move there by Tyler. Tyler around a couple. Tyler in. Shoot, save. Just missed, I think, there, the way that came out. Osseo Maple Grove is taking their high forward, it looks like right now, and trying to get a breakaway. Hokkanen into the zone. Ooh, what a move. Hokkanen in. Shoots. Save by the goaltender. Oh, and Wiseman takes his defender hard into the side of the net. Maybe getting a little payback for when he was dumped in a previous play. Hokkanen showing some silky mitts there, beating the defender and going in on a great shot. Some good end-to-end action to end this second period. 1:16 to go in the second. It'll be Spalding, Azanoff, and Perry. This line has one of the 2 goals. Long shot blocked. That was Tyler's shot that was blocked. It'll be picked up by Bigglebach as he's pressured from the Crimson, and he gets it to safety. Taken by Perry, but can't control it. And Osseo Maple Grove with a minute to play in the second period. It's Bigglebach. Bigglebach will reverse. It'll be Spalding. Spalding to Azanoff. Can't control that pass. And it's Bigglebach. Feeds it up the wall. Not out. Now Bigglebach again in the corner. Spalding digs it loose. Perry tried to touch it to Spalding. Not in his reach. 35 seconds to play in the second period. Dumped in by the Crimson. Throw it off the end wall. Not much doing there. It'll be Spalding with it. Spalding to Azanoff. Azanoff will skate. He's got ice. He'll take it. Azanoff will throw it on net. Goaltender was actually off his angle pretty poorly there, but there's a chance for Chaska Chanhassen to win this face-off in the final 15-16 seconds here. I think Kurt telling Ramaka, I think Kurt is probably going to try to tie up his defender or his face-off man. Instead, it's won cleanly by Osseo Maple Grove. Up the wall and kept in nicely by Lindell. His shot is blocked and into the corner with 10 seconds to play. Palmquist pushed off the puck. They skate it out. 3, 2, 1, and that will do it for the second period. 2-1, Chaska Chanhassen leads after 2. Goal by Dawson Perry in that period. And then a power play goal by Dawson Perry, then an answer by Osseo Maple Grove not too much longer after that. Shots after 2 periods, 20-11 for the Stormhawks. They also lead scoring chances, 9-5. There's a lot of scoring chances in that second period, 7 for Chaska-Chan and 4 for OMG. Face-offs are pretty even. OMG with a 15-12 advantage after 2. Hits are even at 3 apiece. It probably should be about 6 apiece, we'll say. Odd man rushes are even at 1, and then there's only been 1 penalty against Osseo Maple Grove, and that resulted in a power play goal for the Stormhawks. So again, this game is definitely playing for first place in the pool. And the first place, there is no bracket per se in this tournament, so there's 2 pools. And the first place team from this pool and the first place team from the other pool will play each other for the championship on Sunday. There's another game to be played, however, another pool play game to be played tomorrow. That will be for the Stormhawks. That'll be against Brookings tomorrow at noon at the Richfield Ice Arena at the number 1 rink. Face-off won by Kurt to Lund. Lund goes to Lindell. Then Romaka just softly gets it in the zone off the end wall. It'll be Palmquist with it. Dumps it down for Kurt. Kurt in front, off the goaltender's stick, and just landed in the crease. Now it's pushed into the corner. Romaka chasing. Romaka kind of tried to come to the top of the circle. Now they're going to go corner to corner. And finally taken out. Lindell gets around a couple Crimson players. Lindell to the top of the circle. Lindell still with it. On his backhand, gets a shot off. Comes to Palmquist. Back to Lindell. Lindell looking at his options. Feeds it up to Lund. Lund catches it in his skates. Wasn't able to do much with it. Just gets it to the top of the slot. Here's a 2-on-1 chance if they hurry. And that's broken up nicely. Long pass. Palmquist not able to control. Now he does. 2-on-1 now with Romaka. Palmquist down the left side to Romaka, and I think it got tipped, and Romaka couldn't get much on it, if at all. Thrown out in front, and then it comes to the far side. Now a cross zone pass. They lose control there. Comes out, back in. That should be offsides. Puck just sat on the dot there. Eventually, Osseo Maple Grove dumps it in. Bigglebach around for Weisenen, just out of his reach, but he's able to touch it to safety. Glove down by OMG, and then the player who used his glove wasn't the first one to touch it from the players in Crimson. So I'll have a face-off at neutral ice. Face-off won by Olsen to Johnson. Johnson dumps it in, glove by the Crimson. Penalty coming against Osseo Maple Grove. It was actually a good penalty because Stormhawks are going to go in 3-on-1. And that penalty took that away. So a tripping call, second tripping call of the game coming against Osseo Maple Grove. And second power play of the game coming for the Stormhawks. Previously it was Dawson Perry off of a nice pass from Ryan Spalding. This time it's Hokkanen. His long shot. Oh, beat the goaltender. Never saw it until it was on his blocker. Hokkanen shot through a screen. That was labeled for the far side. Pass in front. Turnaround shot right on. And then it's jumped on by the goaltender. And we'll get a whistle. Hokkanen shot from a screen at the right circle here. Goaltender did not see it. He had his blocker hand up, and that's where the puck hit. Otherwise, that was going in. Faceoff comes back to Johnson. Johnson dumps it down for Weisenen. Weisenen back to Johnson. Long shot, tipped. It just missed the far post. Big, hard hit thrown by Hokkanen. Long shot, blocked in front. Bigglebach probably took too much air under that. Now it's Hokkanen with it at the blue line, leaves it. It'll be Bigglebach, and then it's off his stick to Wiesen, and he dumps it in, and all 5 players are going to go for a change on the power play. Well, 4 of the 5. Bigglebach stayed out. Long pass, connects into the Stormhawk zone now. He's going to skate 1-on-5. Dangerous, loose puck to the slot. Shot saved by Brandt. Short-handed opportunity there for the Crimson. And the penalty is 55 seconds from ending. About halfway over. This is the line that got the power play goal earlier. Spalding will win it back. It's Tyler with it. He feeds it around to Azanoff. Azanoff across to Tyler. Tyler was kind of leaning the wrong way, so couldn't field it real cleanly. Now it's Spalding. Spalding hard down the right side, fed it in front. Nobody there. Nobody wearing yellow or gold, whatever you want to call it. Now it's intercepted by Lindell. Lindell to Spalding. He's bothered from behind. And Austin Maple Grove gets it out of the zone and flips it all the way down. Should be an icing, and it is. 21 seconds to go on the tripping minor. And 11:38 remaining in the third period. Chaska-Chanhassen leads 2-1. The Kurt Ramaka and Palmquist line. After a slow start from this line, they picked up their play in the second and third period. Here's Ramaka with it. Ramaka down to Palmquist. Palmquist to Kurt, tipped it, but just doesn't come on net. Now Ramaka with it. Ramaka circles, shot is blocked in front. Bouncing puck comes out to Lindell. Lindell stick handle around a couple, gets it down to Palmquist, and that's the end of the power play. Palmquist, I saw Ramaka on the far side, and that pass is knocked down and then thrown all the way down the ice for an icing. 11:09 to go in the third period. 2-1 the score. Chaska-Chanhassen leads. OMG off the face-off now into the Stormhawk zone. Down the right side. Shot bothered there by Johnson. Goes to the far corner. Fed up to the point. Kurt blocks it. It's in the rafters. Glove down by the Crimson. Knocked in, and it's offsides. Puck went into the rafters. Didn't touch anything, so they didn't blow it dead. Kurt with a nice shot block just inside the blue line. And it'll be the Olsen, Hokkanen, Wiesenen line, who I would venture to say has been the best line for the Stormhawks in this game. A potential chance for OMG. Doesn't materialize. Here's Lund. Lund up to Hokkanen. Hokkanen around one defender. He's got another one to beat. He'll slow up, still with the control. He's shouldered off the puck. Nice physical play there by the Crimson. Then Johnson tried to hold the line there. He's going to chase, and it's pushed down for Lund to get out, and then OMG skates it in. That you would think that player skated that in like it was obvious it was going to be offsides. I would think that should be an intentional offsides. The official doesn't see it that way. OMG with control. To the top of the slot, bothered or tipped away by Lund. Now Hokkanen down the right side. Scott Wiesenen on the far side. Across to Wiesenen, just a little bit in his skates, and he can't field the puck. And now here comes OMG, 2-on-2. Cuts to the middle. Shot, saved by, drops down. Here's a loose puck now in the slot. Broken up nicely by Hokkanen. That shot went high. Hokkanen falls down as he's skating up, got tripped by the red line. That shot went high, was saved by Brandt, and then landed on the top of the net and dropped straight down just near the goal line, and it's eventually taken out. Perry overskates, got help from Spalding to pick it up. Now just dumped back down. Johnson pushed off the puck, gets help from Perry. Perry across to Spalding, gets it out of the zone. Now it's thrown back in, and they're way offsides. Face-off should be at center ice, but what do I know? 9:15 to go in the third period. Needless to say, the next goal is a big one. will be Perry with the puck briefly after the faceoff, but now Austin Maple Grove on the attack. On his backhand, his rising shot goes high and wide. Left circle shot blocked by Perry. A lot of block shots for the Stormhawks in this game. Still with control. Pass in front, and it slides softly onto Brandt. He tried to freeze it. He's still looking for it. There's a shot. Goes wide.
Go get it!
Bouncing puck in the far circle there. Turnaround shot. Mishandled by Brandt. Gets help from Tyler to break it up. Loose puck in front. Tipped away by Bigglebach. Austin Maple Grove with it. Long shot out in and out of the glove. Now a turnaround shot right onto Brandt. Picked up. And a good icing. They definitely needed to get rid of the puck. And icing it is. And OMG starting to feel it right now. Getting a let's go, let's go, let's go from the coaches. You can kind of feel a little momentum after that shift. And we'll see if we can take away that momentum with a one face-off and an easy exit. Kurt does win that face-off to Lund. Lund to Palmquist. Palmquist across, eventually to Ramaka. Ramaka fanned on the pass to Kurt. Now Lindell bodies his player into the wall, and then it's dumped in. It'll be Lund with it. Lund up to Palmquist. Palmquist, nice little touch pass to Kurt across to Ramaka. Ramaka down the left side. Kind of lost that race there. And puck is battled for down low, fed up the wall, intercepted by Palmquist, shot right on, saved by the goaltender. Now it's into the corner. Kurt will chase into the far corner. Kurt to Lindell, his shot misses the net. Good job of Lindell to get in a spot to receive a pass there. Lund loses the control, comes in, shoots, misses the far post, comes all the way around. It'll be Ramaka to just tip it into the zone. Looking a little tired at the end of his shift. Long pass intercepted by Bigglebach, and Bigglebach had to get it out of there. Otherwise, it could have been a 2-on-1 chance. Bigglebach chasing with one forechecker on him. Puck goes high into the corner. Bigglebach will try to dig it out. This one's won by OMG. Comes out in front and cut off by Brandt. And then the players came in hard to the net after he had covered it. 7 minutes left in the third period. 2-1, Chaska Chanhassen leads. Olsen wins that face-off. Back to Bigglebach. Bigglebach up to Hokkanen. Nice job of Bigglebach to get his head up and look at his option. Then the puck just skittered off of Hokkanen's stick. That allows OMG to get it in the zone. Bigglebach slows up, leaves it for Olsen. Olsen tried to feed it to Weisenen. Weisenen maybe slid a little too high. Here's a chance, just missed the net. Sharp angle shot turned away, and it's Johnson with it. Johnson to Olsen. Olsen one-on-one. Olsen, his shot. That one goes into the rafters, and we'll have a whistle and a face-off. 6:25, I think. It's either 5:25 or 6:25 left on the clock. Spalding forechecking and kept in nicely by Tyler. Tyler pinches, not able to hold. Here comes OMG on the attack. 2-on-1. Pass across. Shoot. Nice job of Brandt to go post to post to turn away that shot. There's a pass in front. That's sticked away. OMG now with it at the point. Thrown into the corner. They go in hard. It'll be Azanoff with the puck. Oh, dangerous. He goes right to the middle, then it's tipped just wide. Oh, my God. Turned over right to the high slot, and thankfully that puck got off a stick and into the netting. Maybe the Kurt, Palmquist, and Ramaka line. Face-off 1 to Ramaka. Ramaka down the left side. Dump it on net. Almost resulted in a nice little... The puck almost came off the goaltender to Palmquist. Instead, it was pushed to an Osseo Maple Grove player. Then the clearing pass gloved by Lindell, and it hit into the netting. Face-off controlled by Palmquist. Palmquist down low, cuts to the middle, lost control, still fighting for it. Kurt is bodied down there. Now Ramaka cuts off the rush, but Osseo Maple Grove regains control. They're way off sides, and they do call it. That would have been a terrible non-call there. He was a couple steps off sides. 5:07 to play in the third period. Stormhawks holding on to a 2-1 lead. Face-off control by OMG. Off the post! And it comes to the far side. Here's OMG with it. Fed in front. That's tipped away, but not out. Turn around, dump in. And it's Kurt with it. Kurt whacks away at it. Palmquist able to throw it out of the zone all the way down. Will it roll? It does roll across the goal line, and icing is the call. With 4:45 to go. That was a nice seeing eye shot there by the Crimson. Almost beats Brand on the glove side. Goaltender's favorite best friend. Face-off won by OMG up to the point. Good pressure by Hokkanen, not allowing a shot on net from the point. Lund protects nicely. His clearing pass doesn't connect. Now it comes up to the point and out. Olsen with good pressure, creating this chance for Wisenen. Wisenen around one, backhand shot, save. He's trying to bank it off the goaltender. Now it comes out to Johnson. Johnson will throw it on. Loose puck, and it's pushed to safety. And eventually comes out. It'll be Olsen in the neutral zone to battle for it. Olsen in his skates, now getting help from Wisenen, and then Olsen dumps it in. With 4 minutes to play in the third period. They go for a change. Long outlet pass. 1-on-5, but still able to get it deep. Here is, I think that's Lund. Lund with the puck. In the skates of the official. Osseo Maple Grove with control in their own zone, looking at their options. Will just feed it up the wall. That's intercepted by Perry, and Perry does a good job just getting it deep, making the Crimson go 200 feet again. Long pass, that does connect. 3-on-2. 3-on-2 for the Crimson. Shot, blockered away, rebound, tipped over the net. There's a loose puck in front. Brandt jumps on it and gets a whistle. Great job by Brandt. Oh, there could be a dangerous temper play there by Brandt as he took a couple whacks at the shin guards of a Crimson player. They're not gonna call a penalty, as a lot of times they'll let the goaltender defend himself when he feels like he's been getting whacked at. 3:18 to go in the third period.
Those are not a penalty. Well, you guys stop this.
Kurt gets the puck out of the zone. It's dumped in by Palmquist. Here's Ramaka with it. Ramaka tried to get it in front. Palmquist and Kurt were all alone. Now it's thrown all the way down. Icing will be waived, as Bigglebach will get to it well before it comes across the goal line. Bigglebach will reverse direction, feed it up to Ramaka. Ramaka had kind of slid out a little too high, and that allowed OMG to cut off that clearing attempt. Now it does come out. Kurt and Palmquist able to get it out, but right back onto the stick of a Crimson player. Dumps it in. It'll be Tyler with it with 2.5 minutes to play. Tyler behind his net. Skates with it. Gives to Ramaka. Ramaka waits, gets it to Kurt off of his stick, but not super deep. OMG behind their net. We'll look to break out. And a slow forecheck there. Turned over at the red line, but not any deeper. Here comes OMG on the attack. In the zone. And good pressure It's Tyler with it. He's pushed off the puck. Nice job of Tyler to get to open ice. Almost got around another defender. Nice stick there by Wiesen and knock a puck out of midair. And it's under 2 minutes to play. Glove down by Olsen in his own zone. Gives to Lindell. Lindell's just got to get it out. He does. Nice touch pass there to Olsen. I think that was Wiesen to Olsen. Now loose puck to Hokkanen. Hokkanen dumps it on net. And no rebound there for a streaking Olsen to tuck in. 1:39 to play. In this game, Chaska Chanhassen leads 2-1. Face-off. Puck goes on net. In the game against Chaska Chanhassen Purple, we saw a goal go in that way. Here's Olsen to take the draw, and this is a big face-off. It's won by Osseo Maple Grove. See if they can clear out. Nice physical play by Wiesen and tipped in front. Almost Hokkanen going for it. Kept in this time by Lund. Nice hustle there by Lund to keep it in. Hokkanen in the corner. Fights for it. And then a clearing pass comes all the way down. I don't think we'll have icing. It'll be Lindell first to it with 1:10 to play. Goaltender inching his way to the bench. He comes to the bench for the extra attacker. Here's a long shot coming from Lindell. It's going down, and it's in! Empty net goal by Drew Lindell. With 1:02 to play, he had his head up. He realized that the goaltender had left. And a great rink-long shot makes it 3-1. Chaska Chanhassen.
Who hit that?
Lindell scores, number 24 in gold. I think I think it's unassisted, empty net goal. That's Lindell's third of the season. There's a pass off the official. Nice play by number 11. He comes in, shot, save, rebound to Lindell or to Brandt, and the puck had come off the net had come off. 51 seconds to go. Goaltender once again coming to the bench for the extra attacker. Puck high in the air, glove down by number 11. Loose puck in the slot, picked up by Spalding, feeds it ahead to Perry. He's cut off. Pressured by Spalding. Long pass. It's going to come all the way down onto Brandt. That would have been icing, I believe. Now it's Lund. He'll take a outlet pass to Spalding. He tried to flip it out with 26 seconds left to play. There's OMG on the attack. To the point. Long shot. Saved by Brandt through a screen, but he found it and gobbled up the rebound. So we're 17.8 seconds away from Chaska Chanhassen moving to 2-0, being the only 2-0 team in their pool, and being in the driver's seat to take over first place. Here's a puck that comes softly onto Brandt with 9.6 seconds left to play. Face-off one cleanly by Kurt. You can just eat it down there. Bigglebach kind of just sit on the puck if he can and run out the third period and the game. And that'll do it. Chaska Chanhassen with easily their most complete game of the season. Excellent end-to-end effort for the Stormhawks. Defeating Osseo Maple Grove White, I believe their first loss of the season. 3-1 Chaska Chanhassen, the victors. Goals by Hokkanen, Perry, and an empty netter by Lindell. My MVP of the game is Sean Hokkanen. He was a man on fire today. That line was excellent today. We'll have some final stats here briefly. Looks like we got shots there, 29-22 in favor of the Stormhawks. They also led in scoring chances, 12-8. Faceoffs were nearly even, 26-23 for Chaska Chanhassen. Hits were even. Penalties, power plays, Chaska Chanhassen with two power plays. And the odd man rushes were mostly even as well. So that'll do it from Bloomington Ice Garden. Chaska Chanhassen will be next in action tomorrow at noon against Brookings in the final pool play game of the tournament. So your final score, 3-1. This game brought to you by Edge Tech Hockey. Thanks for watching. We'll see you tomorrow afternoon.